today's lesson, we're going to be talking all about emotions. So, before we get started, I want to give you 10 seconds to try and come up with as many emotions as you can think of. If you have a piece of paper and a pencil nearby, maybe you can write them down. If not, you can just keep track on your fingers, your toes, or just in your own head. All right, I'm going to set the timer and let's get started. So, how many emotions were you able to come up with? Great job. As you can see from your list, there are so many different emotions that we can experience, and sometimes we can even experience multiple emotions at the same time, and that can be a little confusing. So to help us get better at identifying our emotions, I'd like to play a little game. So for this game, I'm going to state an emotion, and I want you to think about a time when you felt that way. But I don't want you to just think about it. I also want you to act it out using your body language and your facial expressions. It might help you if you have a mirror in front of you or you can see yourself in a camera. But if not, that's okay too. All right, let's get started. Show what it's like when you feel happy. What is it like when you feel sad? What about angry? Scared? Disgusted? Surprised? Worried? How did you do? Was it easy or hard to act out your emotions? When you feel happy, you might feel good inside. Your body will feel relaxed. Maybe you have a smile on your face, and your voice will sound pleasant and upbeat. When you feel sad, your head might hang down, your body might slump, maybe even your voice gets quieter. You might feel a tightness in your chest and your throat, and maybe you even start crying. When you feel angry, your face might scrunch up in a frown. Maybe your hands ball into fists, your muscles tighten, your chest feels tight and hot. Maybe you even start stomping your feet, or you feel like breaking things. Maybe your voice gets mean or loud and you start yelling. When you feel scared, your eyes might open wide. You might pull your arms in close or cover your eyes with your hands. Maybe your heart starts racing or you start breathing faster than normal. And you do anything you can to get away from that thing that's scaring you, like running or hiding. When you feel disgust, you might turn your face and body away. You might wrinkle up your nose and lip or stick out your tongue. You might even feel sick in your stomach. When you feel surprised, you might open your eyes wide and open your mouth. You might even put your hands up to your face or gasp or even scream and jump back. When you feel worried, you might start fidgeting with your hands. Your stomach might even start to feel sick. And you can't stop thinking about that thing that's making you feel anxious. Remember, it's okay to feel every one of those emotions that we talked about. Everyone does. But what's important is that when we can recognize and label our emotions, we can have a little bit more control over them. So instead of yelling and screaming at our friend because they took the last slice of pizza, we can think to ourselves, I'm feeling angry, and I can take several deep breaths to calm down. And then maybe ask our friend to share. It's also important because when we understand that everyone experiences those emotions, we can start to have empathy for other people. But more on that next week.